Welcome. Today, I'll walk you through how you can use the complete project management template. So here, with the help of this project management template, you can completely set up what are your different projects, what you have, and the different completely you can have set up all these things, and then you can have your project timeline. It also comes with a dashboard, so where you have your Gantt chart, Kanban, and then different daily tasks, everything you will be able to completely track for your complete project with the help of this particular dashboard. So I'll walk you through how you can use this dashboard from scratch. So first we have the setup sheet. So in the setup sheet, what you can do is you can actually try to set all your projects. So first is we have the project names over here. So what you can do is you can just try to list down what are all going to be your projects. So for example, here I have listed down website redesign, mobile app development, marketing campaign, product development. These are some of the projects which I have named over here. So you can try to go and name more projects as well. So let me say course development. So that's going to be one of the project. Let's consider this is going to be a new project I'm giving over here. And then here we have the project members. So all the list of project members, we can just try to list down over here. So you can just try to go and add how many of project members you have. You can just try to completely list down over here. Next, we have the status of that particular project. We have different status like completed, ongoing, delayed, pending, not started. So if you want to have some different statuses, you can just try to go and list down your status in the status column. Next, we have the key, like whether it's a new task, in progress task, done, deadline, event, meeting, cancelled, and migrated. So for this one also, I have given the icons for each and every key task over here. So you can see all these I have given icon. It will look better on the dashboard. So I have given for each and every key, I have given a task. So you can try to have multiple tasks like in progress, deadline. So anything you can just try to completely list down. And if you want, you can also give the whatever icon you want. You can just try to list down that icon also over here. So here all the months I have listed from January to December, and then what are the years, complete years, from 21 to 32 I have just listed over here. Then some notes type I have given. So whether the notes are from client meeting, team meeting, reminders, minutes of the meeting, personal, brain dump, and ideas like this. I just given some different note types in this particular note type set. So this is the complete setup sheet where you can try to set up your project numbers, status, keys, months, years, and everything you will be able to completely enter. So whatever you enter over here, it will reflect in the project timeline, or in many drop downs we'll be able to select the project numbers easily. So that's why this setup sheet is very, very important to set up all the basic details in this particular sheet. So next is we have the dashboard. So we'll come to this dashboard a bit later. So next is we have the project timeline. So here you can say what is going to be the today's date. So you'll get that over here. And then we'll have the first project. So the first project here is that you can see that it is website redesign. So here is a drop down. So whatever project we have, so all the projects are listed over here. So first project is that we have the website redesign. Next we have it is assigned to whom. Okay, so it is assigned to whom. Then what is going to be the start date, what is going to be the deadline, and then what is going to be the total project duration. So you can see from 1st July to 31st August, it's 61 days is the project duration. And then days passed from start date. So how many days has passed from the start date we have? So days left to deadline. So here you can see that it shows as overdue because the deadline was 31st August and today is 1st September. So that's why it is saying it's overdue and it's not completed. So that's why it's saying like that. So in case if I try to go and change the status to completed, see, it'll automatically say done over here. Okay, so automatically it will change. So here we have the progress timeline over here. So we have this over here, and then the status, and then what is going to be priority. So here it's whether high priority, high, very high priority, low priority, very low priority. Like this we have given priority list over here. And next we have important and urgent. So if you want, we can just try to tick whether it's important or urgent. You can just try to completely tick over here. Okay. So this is the complete table we have. In the all our to-do list activities for the project timeline, we completely have it over here. So first we have the project, let's say the website redesign. So in that one, the first task is going to be the planning stage. So here the website is a total project we are assigning to Tony. That means he's going to be like the project head, we can say, for this particular project. So inside the project, we have different tasks like planning, then we have design, development, testing. Like this, we have different tasks. So for these different departments, we are assigning to different people. So you can see for planning, we have assigned to Kate, then for Sam, like design to Sam, development to Peter, like testing to Sean. So like this, we just try to like assign these different tasks to each and every people. So below this one, we can try to have some different subtasks, right? So for like under the planning stage, we can just have like the kickoff meeting, what are the requirement notes, like timeline draft, approvals, all these things are going to be in the planning phase. So here for each and every planning phase, you can just try to have the deadline. So you see which is going to be the start date, what is the deadline for that particular each and every subtask we have given over here, and then whether what is the everything like the status, priority, everything is over given over here. Okay, so like this we have, and we are also assigning that to each and every person in the team. So like this we can do for design, development we have done, and then here for testing and the launch. So completely we have done. So now this is completed. This project is completed. The second project you can see. So that's the mobile app development. So here I can just try to assign the same thing. We can try to do it. So like this we can have for all the projects. So the third project is marketing campaign. So here you can see the product development. Like this we have different tasks. So here let me say the other project is going to be like course development is going to be the project. So here I can have the task. So the first task is going to be, let's say it's going to be like the planning phase. So here I can have the course development, the total, the project like Sam is going to take care. Then below this one, you can have what is going to be start date, end date, all these things. You can just try to mention it over here. Okay. So here, if I say the start date is going to be, let's say 1st September, and then we are trying to like the whole project, like let's say we are going to end in 31st October. Okay. So this is going to be this. So you can see how many days are left. So everything you will be able to completely see over here. So and what is the priority? So it's like we have like let's say it's not even started. Okay, so we can have this as a status, and then here we'll have a high priority. So important or urgent, we can just say. So we'll say this as important. Okay, so like this we can just try to say have it. So in the planning phase, we can have some subtasks listed over here, and then we can try to like we can just try to assign. So next next task can be like curriculum development. So this can be the next task. So inside this one, we can have some 4-5 subtasks like this. You can just try to list out, and then you can try to have completely. You can just try to like have all the tasks listed down on this particular timeline, project timeline sheet. You can just try to completely list down over here. So next, after that, here we have the plan schedule. So here for each and every day, if any other plan is there, we can just try to have for each and every day automatically what is going to be the days. So let's say 1st July to 31st August we have given. So here we'll get the complete plan schedule from the 1st July to completely till you can see till like 31st August we'll have. So below this one, if you want to have any schedule for that particular day, you can just try to enter your plan schedule for that particular day in this plan schedule table over here. Okay, so for all these one, automatically the plan schedule will get it. Okay, so you can just try to go and have the plan schedule below that one. So this is about the complete project timeline sheet over here. Next, we'll go to the Gantt chart. So here in the Gantt chart, so you can see we have the date at the top completely over here. So what is going to be the timeline? So for this complete project, like let's say website redesign, this is going to be the complete timeline. So you can see the orange color from July 1st to the August 31st. You can easily see. And the planning phase is still how much? Okay, so this is going to be the complete planning phase. So inside the planning phase, what all we have? Like the kickoff meeting, the required notes, then we have the timeline draft and approvals. We'll have the complete Gantt chart for the complete thing. Then the design phase, this is going to be the design phase. You can see all this thing, what all is going to be there in the design phase. Okay, so like this, we'll have the Gantt chart completely over here. So whatever we give, so for that particular thing, we'll get the Gantt chart. So next we have the mobile app development. So that's the second project we have. The task, subtask, everything is listed. So whatever we try to give in the project timeline, this table, whatever we give, so automatically for that, the Gantt chart will be created in this particular sheet, the Gantt chart sheet. We'll get the complete Gantt chart over here. So with the help of this Gantt chart, you can like be able to track completely. So for example, you can see from 1st September, this is going to be our course development. So here you can see the complete day we have given, like from September 1st to October 31st is going to be the complete thing. So like this, once we complete this one, you will be able to see all the colors, how our complete process is going to look like with the help of this Gantt chart over here. Okay, so this is something important. So it is like colorful and it will completely display for all the projects, tasks, subtasks with a complete calendar view. You'll be able to get all your tasks and the duration you'll be able to get with the help of this Gantt chart. So next we have is the Kanban view over here. So this is the like the Kanban board. So you can completely see for all the projects, whatever is the phase, completed phase, ongoing, delayed, and pending, and not started. So this is completely like organized based on the status columns. So here all these are nothing but the status, so which is given as heading over here. So if I want to find for website redesign alone, okay, so here you can see these are the completed things. So here you can see whatever we have completed, whatever is not started, you can just try to see it easily. So not started is like testing is not started, unit testing is not started, integration testing, all the testing, final QA, everything is not started for this particular project. Then what is pending? You can see all the pending, whatever are like tasks are in the pending stage. Then approvals like delayed, you can see over here. Then you can see ongoing, whatever is ongoing and whatever is completed, everything you'll get it over here. So by project, you will be able to get it. For example, if I try to change to mobile app development, so these are the completed, ongoing, delayed, pending, and not started. So with the help of this Kanban board, what you can actually do is that you can easily track for that particular project which one is not started, which one is pending. So even in a project timeline view to see this, it will be a little bit difficult. But with the help of this Kanban board, you can like easily able to see which is not started, so what is the due date, and it is assigned to who. So all that details we'll easily get it over here. Okay, so this is the most advantage about the Kanban chart. So in the Gantt chart, like you will be able to view with the calendar view. In the Kanban, here you can easily see by the status wise, you can just try to see what are all the like the tasks which are there for each and every project. So next we have our Eisenhower matrix. So what the Eisenhower matrix will actually do is that it will try to help us prioritize tasks based on the urgency and importance. So for example, in our project timeline, like we had like the urgency, like the important and urgent we had, right? So this will really help for our Eisenhower matrix. So here you can see what are the do first task over here. You can see this is going to be the do first task we have, then the schedule, delegate, and then don't do. So like this, we can just try to have all the tasks. So here I have just filtered that by, so let's say we'll just try to go for the July month. And then here you can see the website redesign. So for this particular project, so what is the first it should be done? So like the website redesign, you can see the planning. So that should be done. So here you can see the schedule. So how many days are left? It is assigned to who? So for which project? What is the task? Everything you will be able to completely see it over here. Like it is completely designed based on the priority, how we need to complete the task. So whichever is given high priority, like we will get do first, then we will have the next things. So with the Eisenhower matrix, so it will completely help us to prioritize based on the priority and importance of the task over here. So next is we have our daily task. So the daily task is that for each and every day, what are all going to be our tasks, we can just try to completely list down over here, and then we can try to completely track that our daily task over here. So for example, for this particular day, you can say, so what is going to be the daily task? So today, what is going to be the daily task? Like morning meeting from which time to which time, and what is the status of that one, whether it's completed or in progress or reviewed, everything will have it. Then we have the in progress task like the staffing. Then we have the sell new product. So all our activities, we can just try to have our daily task. We can completely try to list down over here and then track completely over here. So what is the task over here? So like you can just try to have this one, the task, and then whether what is the from which time to which time you're working and what is the total time, it will automatically calculate. And then we'll have the status of that particular task over here. Okay. So this is about that one. So for the daily task, we will get the Kanban board over here. Okay, so whatever is completed, whatever is for review, which is planned and in progress. So this Kanban board is for the complete project, but this Kanban board, whatever we have inside the daily task, is for the daily task. The complete Kanban board, we'll just try to have it over here. So this is very useful to like, here we have all this in a list down, like a listed. So here we'll have like the progress wise, So which is planned for review, whatever is completed, easily you'll be able to summarize with the help of this Kanban board over here. So next we have a weekly schedule. So here for the weekly schedule, what are all the schedule we have? So complete for the week by week, we'll be able to completely see the whole schedule with the help of this weekly schedule over here. Okay, so we can have the weekly schedule. If you want to enter any other thing for the weekly schedule, so you can just try to enter whatever you want. You can just try to have the you can add your task for the weekly schedule over here with the help of this chart. Okay, so you can see you can completely add this over here. So from which time to which time, whatever you're doing, you can just try to have the complete week schedule. You can just try to track it. Similarly, we also have the monthly planner. So the monthly planner is for the whole month. You can just try to plan. So here, if I say for September, for whole September month, whatever is there, you can just try to plan it. So here you can also add other whatever you want to add, like whatever task you want to do for the particular day. You can just try to enter also. Once you have completed, you can just try to tick mark so that it will know that that particular task has been completed. Okay, so like this, we can just try to have the complete planner over here. Like this is more about the complete project management sheet. So the complete template. So first we had the setup sheet. So then we had the project timeline. Then we have the Gantt chart, Kanban board. Then Eisenhower matrix, like a daily task, weekly schedule, monthly planner, everything we have. So at last we have the complete dashboard for the project management. So here you can see for this is going to be the month. So for which month you are seeing, you can just try to have this over here. And then the start date is given over here, right? So the today date is given. So complete month, you will have the dashboard over here. So what is the project performance? So totally how many projects are there? Like we can see 5 projects are there. So how many percentage are high priority like projects? How many tasks have been completed? We'll able to get it over here, and the project progress. So how many, like 40% is the projects have been completed. 53 tasks are overdue. How many tasks are overdue? We'll be able to see it. And then 10 upcoming deadlines. So what are the upcoming deadlines which we have? So we'll be able to see that over here. Then we have the team performance, like how many members are there, an average task per member. So each and every member, how many tasks are given, and who is the top contributor. That means, so for which person we have given more tasks and who has completed more tasks. The top contributor, we'll be able to have it over here. So here below this one, we have some important graphs. So the recent task activity, so how it has been done. So you can see whatever has been completed, the day wise, like the last 1 week activity, we'll be able to see it. So how many are not ongoing, how many are delayed, how many are pending, not started, we'll be able to completely see with the help of this recent task activity sheet. Next is status breakdown we have. So like it's a donut chart. So how many have been completed, how many have been still not started, pending, all these things we are trying to have in this particular donut chart over here. So next our overall progress we have. So how much is like the completed, the only 30% have been completed, and the again 70% is remaining. So which needs to be completed. So that is the overall progress. Next, the member workload. So for each and every members, how the workload is, how much percentage of the task is given for each and every member, you'll be able to see it. So for example, if you see Tony is given 20% of the workload for and Steven is 10%, like this you can see. Like Fatima is given very less workload. Okay. So like this, you can see how the workload is being distributed between the members. So if you can, from this one, you can just try to split more workload to other person who are having more, less workload. So easily you will be able to split it with the help of this member workload donut chart over here. Then below this, you can see we have the task by priority over here. So by priority wise, how many tasks are there which are high priority tasks, how many low priority tasks, then we can just see that with the help of this graph. Then we have the project progress in days. So how many the days left and then days passed. So for each and every project, we can see how many days, for website, 60 days. So next for the product development, you can see mobile app development, marketing, and then course development. So 60 days we still it's left to complete that project. So for marketing, you see already somewhere around 32 days passed. So other how many days is left, you will be able to see it over here with this particular chart. Next, we have the project timeline progress. So what is the progress for website redesign? So product development, mobile app development, marketing campaign, you can see over here the project progress, how much tasks have been completed for that particular the project. You'll be able to see that over here. So next we have task assigned per person. So how many tasks have been assigned per person. So here you'll be able to see in this particular chart. So below this one, we have some announcements. So if any announcements are there, you can just try to post the announcements over here and then any urgent attention, whatever is needed. So if any person like sees this, like the dashboard, they'll know like what are the important deadlines which are coming, and then important announcements which are coming. You can just try to list down over here. So this is the complete project management dashboard. We'll be able to completely view all the performance of all the projects, the task wise, everything. You'll be having complete breakdown is given with the help of this dashboard. So first we try to like list down the projects, the task, everything over here, and then we like add like different matrix like the Gantt chart, Kanban, and then Eisenhower matrix. So everything we had, so different wise. So like it's the completely the status wise. This is the importance priority wise we had, and then the Gantt chart is nothing but completely through our complete like the calendar wise how our complete planning is there. We had then we had a daily task, weekly and monthly planner. At last, we have a complete dashboard for the project management. So here is how actually you can use this project management sheet and then like track all your projects under one simple template. I hope you would have understood how to use this complete project management template. So thank you for watching this tutorial. I'll see you in another tutorial.